Greetings, everyone. Hold on. Let me look at the camera with my good eye. It's Sleepy James here, coming to you from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Rancho de Circle. Is that the right thing? Did I call it the right thing?
Yes, yes.
That's it. I'm going to bring to you this wonderful person. We all know him. We love him. The movie star in which movies? Biodome. Mm-hmm. What's another one?
Son-in-law.
Goofy movie. The only reason that we all watched
Don't
Goofy
forget
movie.
Jury Duty. That was a good
Jury
one.
Duty.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one, Pauly, but
that's a good one.
I'm pretty sure you were amazing in it.
All right, here we go, guys.
I love you, Pauly. Here's your host.
2, 3, 4.
Pauly Shore.
Yeah. It's crazy because we do this show all the time, and it's crazy because the neighbors have not complained once. Wait, stop the music 1 sec. Guys, I like to wear glasses. Should I go orange or white today?
White, Pauly.
White?
I say orange.
Orange? I'm gonna go with the babes, because the babes know. All right, play the music back. It's true, that's true. The babes, put the music back up. Come on. All right, orange. Hope you guys are feeling good at home, having a good time. This is kind of like trippy EDM fucking stuff right here happening, right? It's almost like we're in Ibiza, but we're in a Weeza, bro. All right, cut the music. What's up, you guys, beautiful people and out there in America? My name is Pauly Shore. I'm the host of this podcast. It's called Rants. This is where we just rant. We jump off the cliff and we don't know where we're gonna go. We got Ben, who's editing simultaneously right now. Give it up for Ben right there. This isn't something we do later. And we got Sal working the fucking audio and shit. What's up for Sal? And where can people? Oh wait, no what? Before we go in, let me introduce you to the card girl, Jess, who's awesome here. Like a ring girl. It's Las Vegas, so we got Jess who's here. What's up, Jess? Get it for Jess. Rant 1 will be rant 1, and then rant 2. I do 2 rants, and then rant 3. We got 3 rants. What are the rants about?
All right, guys. The first rant is going to be first one, obsession with Asians. Second one is going to be 1 foot into retirement. Third rant is podcast in LA.
Yes. All right.
Hey,
All right.
back in the pen.
All right, so you guys ready to do this? And we got Quira, we got James. We're going to go into that. And I also wanted to say that I don't have a guest on because sometimes I'm not going to have a guest on. Because to me, a special guest means a very special guest. So I'd rather not have a guest on just for sake of having a guest on because this is how I originally started the podcast. You guys are cool with that?
Yeah. Pauly, you got this. You're amazing.
Yeah, we're just going to have fun. Thank you.
You can hold the whole show by yourself.
Thank you. So I also want to say that me and Mike Tran, we just did Dallas, Texas. I took you to Dallas. You want to tell people about that experience? He's a comedian, by the way, but I did meet him on, you know what, tell people where I met you first. I met you as an Uber driver, found out you're a comedian. Tell us about that.
Well,
because people ask us where we met, right?
Yeah, it's a very interesting point, actually. When we first met through Uber, I was your driver, right? And I was driving you to the airport, and I got you lost at one point, and you were pissed. It was pretty much a shit show. And then afterwards, you gave me a call the next day because I have my number, obviously. And I thought
because they, you know, if you're Uber driver, you can keep their people's numbers. Go on.
Yeah, you didn't give me a bad review because, you know, the inside of my car is crusty, moldy, you know, it's very bad.
Yeah, what was up with that? What was all that stuff on your car?
Dude, it's just Monster Energy cans that happened to explode during the summer. I wasn't ready for that shit.
Yeah.
And then, I thought you gave me a call the next day, and you asked me, hey, you're funny and weird, man. I'd like you to audition for my podcast.
Right.
And then,
You auditioned?
I auditioned, and I told you pretty much, that's fucked up, man. Like, I gave you a bad run, and you still want to hire me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually he found out I was a comedian. He got really excited. So he asked me to come with him to Dallas, Texas. It was very fun.
Okay, now you're going too long. It's not called fucking Bok Choy's Random Rants. It's called Pauly Shore's Random Rants. Jim Scott. All right, there we go. Anyways, yeah, he was my Uber driver, and then and that was cool. So tell us, you got to perform at Hyenas.
Yeah, I got to perform actually a legitimate stage. I'm an amateur.
You've been
right
doing
now.
it for a year and a half.
Yeah, I consider
Stand up.
myself amateur, rookie, year and a half as well. It was a great experience performing on a professional stage where everyone was there to laugh.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes was cool. Yeah, I think I did all right compared to you, but I did all right.
No, you did good. Tell us one of the jokes. What was your opening joke? You said, hello, motherfuckers.
My opening joke was "Xin Jiao, motherfuckers," which means hello in Vietnamese as well. And I told them about myself. I'm half Vietnamese, half Chinese, which means I love MSG. I can make really good pho.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. And then James, you've been with us for a bit now, right?
Yes, I have, Pauly.
Yeah, we love James. James is awesome. Give it up for James.
I love me too, you guys.
Yeah.
I love me too.
Yeah.
I love me some big chocolate.
Hey.
Wow. That's
Hi.
Jess. What kind of chocolate do you like?
All kinds of chocolate.
So James, you've been with us for a little bit, and
Yes, I have.
some of the comments on YouTube is they love you, but you don't speak a lot. Bok Choy, you want to tell them what you noticed?
Yeah, James, I've been looking at the comments, man. Like, they're all complaining that I talk too much, and like everything that comes out of my mouth is gold, man. It's like they want you to speak more, man. What's up with that?
Well, you know, you guys, I'm just so tired all the time. I'm just often so sleepy. I just like to just come to the podcast and relax. I just want to watch you guys do your thing as I just drift off back here, you know. You have such a sultry voice, Pauly. I love you.
Oh, so my voice puts you to sleep. That's good, right?
But, Pauly, the nub keeps me awake,
The
though,
nub.
Pauly.
Okay, whoa. Anyways, all right, great. Well, that sounds good. And then Quira, you said you just did a gig.
I got a call Thursday to fly out to Austin with a bunch of strippers. We did a bachelor
Jess,
party.
were you there? Were you part of that?
I wasn't invited.
Come closer, lean in, babe.
I wasn't invited to the party.
Okay,
So
go
I
on.
fly out to Austin for the night to do this party, which is quite interesting. Luckily, I'm providing the music amongst hearing the girls negotiate prices for blowjobs and hand jobs and sex.
Wait. James, you want to ask about this, or this is kind of like...
I want to know more details, you know, like what was the cheapest price that you take?
Let's get this straight. You were DJing this last weekend in Austin, Texas.
Correct.
And you flew out with who?
A bunch of strippers.
How many?
7.
7 strippers. Because you sometimes DJ'd at Sapphire and you know these girls, right?
Correct.
So where was the party?
It was at an Airbnb. It was a private residence.
Private residence. Okay, so it's you DJing, 7 strippers. How many guys?
There was 5 guys.
5 dudes. Wow. So how much did they pay for you guys just to fly out there and kind of be there?
They paid $2,000 per girl just to get out there,
Wow.
plus flight, plus the hotel, plus their extras for fun.
For blowjobs and go on?
Blowjobs and stuff. Yeah, their negotiation was like $500 for a hand job, another $1,500 for sex. Like, yeah.
So out of the 7 girls, how many girls did blowjobs and sexes and stuff?
I know for sure 2 of them did.
Did
The
what?
Others, I
Did-
don't know about.
Did what?
One for sure gave a hand job, and one for sure fucked.
Really?
100%.
Who's the
She talked about it, and they were talking about their pimps and like tricks. And
Who's the girl that fucked?
I only know her stripper name.
Well, who is she? Because maybe she could be the rant girl next time. I mean, so $500 for a blowjob, sex for $1,500. So obviously you probably cashed in. You're a hot chick. You know, you're the DJ. You got nice bazoombas. That's what my dad used to call them, bazoombas. Tell us how you negotiated and what happened.
Well, you know.
Did you do something with these guys, or?
Money talks, and times are tough, and I won't put a price on it, but, you know, we had fun.
Cure. All right. And on that note, we got everyone established. Jess, how you doing? All good?
I'm all good, baby. Ready to
All
go?
right. Give it up for Jess. She's here. We're going to dive in. This is called Random Rants, and it's time for the bungee jump, and it's time for what?
Rant number 1, 2.
All right. in the ring. Here we go. All right, cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. Here we go. All right, so Bok Choy, tell me what rant number 1 is, or you could tell me what rant number 1 is.
Yo, mani how. Rant number 1 is about your love of Asians, Pauly.
Love of Asians.
You know what, Pauly? I have a great idea. I feel we should support the Wees, support you, because this is a really good opportunity for all of us, you know? And I feel we need to
Wait, dude,
show
I'm
some
trying
love.
to get into ranting right now. What are you talking about?
You've been going off the cuff, man. I feel we should support you more, you know? Right, Quira?
Yes, you got this.
What are you talking? Oh, support me before I start ranting.
Yes,
Yeah.
trying to
Okay,
give you
great.
some motivation.
So go.
Go, Weez.
Let's go. All right. All right, so here's the deal, guys. The first rant is we're talking about my obsession with Asians. And when you think of people being obsessed with Asians, you immediately think sex. You think like, oh God, that chick is so hot, I got an Asian fetish. It's actually not that. When I see an Asian face on the street, for real, I get really excited. And not like in a weird way, but in a way like almost like, you know how, and this is true, it's not funny at all. You know how people are alcoholics, right, you guys? There's people that are alcoholics. There's people that can't go into a bar, because if they go into a bar, they're going to want to what? They want to drink. But if they're an alcoholic and they've been sober, it's probably what? It's probably tempting, right? It's probably tempting. They go in there. So that's kind of how I feel and I see when I see an Asian person. Like, here, come here for a sec, Mike. Here, bring the microphone. So when I see your face, what do I do to it sometimes?
You always touch it. You always touch my face. See how flat it is. Touch my eyes too.
Yeah, let's talk about the eyes. What do I do with your hair? You do to me, you do to me. Here, stand over there. What I do to your eyes, but it's not. Is it a weird thing, or is it just you can tell, right?
It's not a weird thing at all. So pretty much, you do this to my eyes. Yeah, you admire them.
Yeah, I
much.
admire them, right? Okay, take that back. Okay, so I admire the eyes, but it's like it's not like. It's just a weird. So the thing that I was thinking about maybe going to Asians Anonymous.
Well, thankfully, I'm 15% Asian, Korean. I have job security.
Yeah, but your Asian-y stuff doesn't make me have that feeling. Someone like Kim, who's like fresh off the boat. So what I was trying to say is that I would like to start possibly going there if there's anything out there called Asians Anonymous. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Alcoholics Anonymous, you basically go, hi, my name is Steve, I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Steve. So for me, I'm like, hi, my name is Pauly, I'm obsessed with fucking Asians. When I see them on the street, I gotta touch them or squeeze them, you know. Oh, Pauly, you know, it started off when I was a kid in school. My best friend name was Sam, and he was Asian. I went to West Hollywood Elementary School, and he used to bring baos to school for his lunch. And I used to trade him for a tuna fish sandwich for a bao. You people probably don't know what a bao is, but Mike, you want to explain what a bao is?
So bao is pretty much like a rice steam bun, and you put like fillings inside of it, like pork, chashu. It's pretty good. It's
fucking legit.
They're delicious.
Yeah. Jess looks like she's got some baos right there.
Car crash.
You're not supposed to say car crash, you just do it. Fuck! So yeah, so my mom and dad started the Comedy Store when I was a kid, and when my mom took it over, all she hired was Taiwanese. So I got raised as a kid from people from Thailand. Suni and Ted were my guardians. Ted was the bar manager at the Comedy Store, and Suni was married to Ted, and she used to make me hot pepper beef for school. So as a kid, I used to go to school with hot pepper beef and Tupperware. You know what I mean? And because I was so obsessed with it. And she'd always say this to me. She'd go, Pauly, before you come home, don't forget, bring home the Tupperware. Bring home the Tupperware. And then I'd always forget the fucking Tupperware. And then she'd be like, Pauly, where's the fucking Tupperware? And I'm like, fuck, I forgot it. She goes, God damn it, Pauly, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. So I've always been obsessed with Asians. I've always liked Asian. Again, not in a sexual way, but in a way of just the way they whole look, which was weird because I've never even dated an Asian. So it's not the dating thing. It's more about just being obsessed with Asian. Also, my mom's caregiver, I told you about him, Alfred.
Yeah, he told me about him. He actually FaceTiming with me, Alfred, too.
Yeah,
to
when
be
you
honest.
FaceTime with Alfred, what did you see?
I saw my future self.
So you think you're going to be changing my diapers someday or what?
Maybe.
Probably in the next couple weeks, huh? Would you change my diapers? Here, pretend you're changing my diapers. Come up here. Change my, right? You know what I mean? Here, change them.
Front to back. Always wipe front to back.
Front to back. Okay, that's good right there. So yeah, my mom's caregiver was named Alfred, and he was one of my best friends. And he took care of my mom the last 15 years of her life. And he used to make me soup. I loved his soup. Do you know how to make soup?
Yeah, I make jiao, all types of soup.
That's cool. So I would always come in and I would scream, Chinese soup, Chinese soup. Pauly wants it to Chinese soup, Chinese soup. And I used to love his Chinese soup. And it was like fish and chicken and all this stuff in there. So yeah, I just, ever since I was little, that's got to be over 7 minutes. I bet you lost the time, right?
No, we got about 2 minutes left,
Shit,
Pauly.
I think I'm finished ranting about Asians. I think we're good. Hit me off right there.
All right.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so how did I do, you guys? Because you guys supported me.
You did really good. Killed it.
Killed it. Amazing.
Yeah, I give it out 11 out of 10. Very authentic as far as story.
Okay.
I'm sleepy, Pauly.
Okay, so I didn't do so good. And on that note, it's time for what?
Rant number 2, dude.
Hope you guys have a good one. We're just bungee jumping. We're ranting. We're just bungee jumping. We're having a good time. We're here in Las Vegas. I'm just ranting solo with some friends today. All right, cut the music. There you go.
Sometimes it's better to do things solo. You
I know.
like
Here.
solo stuff.
That's good too. All right, give it up for Jess. There she is. Back in the pen. All right, James, what's rant number 2? Here we go.
Rant number 2 is one step into retirement.
All right,
Pauly.
you guys think I got this?
You got it, Pauly.
Whoop whoop. You got this.
All right, here we go. So, one step into retirement. So, being that believe it or not, I'm in my fucking 50s. Isn't that fucking weird? How do you, if you didn't know, for real, if you didn't know who Pauly Shore, and you guys could be straight up honest with me, because this is something that's interesting to me. If you didn't know who Pauly Shore was, meaning you never seen my movies and and you just met me at a Starbucks, and I came up to you, and I said, hey, how old do you think I am? Without trying to be funny. For real, how old would you think that I am?
I would think you're in your late 30s, early 40s.
Really?
Homeless 43.
You look
43.
young.
Really?
For your age, 100%.
Huh. Bang bang?
I would say about 45, to be honest. I've seen people much worse, but about 45.
Okay. Sweet James?
Pauly, you're a young man at heart. I'd say around 37, Pauly.
Cool.
37.
Yeah, so the fact is that I'm 52, which means in about 3 years I can get into movies for free. All right, here we go. So I am 52 years old. I feel pretty good, you know. I think maybe the reason why I look the way that I do is because ever since I was little, I've always kind of tried to take care of myself. So being that I'm 52, I now, have this house out here in Las Vegas, and I purchased a sauna recently because of COVID. All the saunas and the steam rooms are closed. So I have a steam unit, which to me feels like 1 foot into retirement, right? Because who the fuck steams?
I would love to have a steam room in my shower.
Yeah, so it's great. Yeah, it's good if you're hungover. I don't know if you people, because do you ever try to introduce people to steam units or saunas? They've never been in it. They think they don't understand that. Even Joe Rogan talks about it. I mean, he's got the biggest podcast in the world. He talks about how important steaming is for you. You know what I mean?
How many people can you fit in your steam room?
Well, my shower is just probably 2, but I mean the sauna. I got one of those barrel saunas in the back, and it looks like Jess has 2 barrels. Once again, you're using the same fucking. Quira, you said you had rim shots. You also said you had car crashes and big horns.
I do. I have a
why
really
you
big
keep
horn
leaning
for
on that
you.
same fucking thing?
I like that button.
That button. So, anyways, we're definitely losing subscribers. I think we're all thinking what America is thinking right now. Maybe he should have guests. This is fucking terrible. So, there you go. So what I was trying to rant about is having one foot in retirement. So part of that is, I sit in my barrel sauna in the back. I'm going to try to stay off the road as much next year. I've been on the road for so long, and I think, especially with COVID and kind of what's going on in the world, I think it's important that maybe less is more. And we were talking about me possibly picking up a hobby. What were you saying?
I was thinking you could either start golfing, maybe you could do like mentoring some young comedians, like helping them break out and teaching them the ropes.
Yeah, that sounds good. I don't know about the golf. Golf is a fucking weird thing because like a lot of people that play golf are obsessed with golf. I have a lot of friends of mine that are totally obsessed with golf. But I've been on the golf course before and I fucking hate it. Do you guys golf? Do you like golf?
I hate golf, and I think a lot of guys do it just to get away from their wives and to get drunk. And since you don't have to do that, why would you go golfing?
Well, I think that's actually makes sense because while they're away from their wives, guess who's sneaking in and hanging out with their wives?
You are.
Me, Bok Choy, and James.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get into golfing, but I think the one thing that I did want to get into, and you did mention it before, is mentoring. One of my favorite things to do is to help other young people that are coming up in the business that know nothing about the business. There's something about, all my older assistants, all my comedians that are open for me, I love paying it forward. It's very hard to pay it forward because people are very resistant, especially these days. Everyone thinks they know everything and does everything. But one of my things that I really like is helping other people. You know what I mean? Helping young people, comedians. Like I like taking him out. This fucking guy, dude, he never played anything but a bar show.
Sometimes I feel helping others fills you up more than doing stuff for yourself.
Yes, exactly, and so James and Mike, you guys are up and coming comedians. What has this experience been like for you? Do you get the value in it, or you don't, or?
Well, yeah. I've been with you about 3 to 4 months so far. I see the value in this. I look at this as a long-term thing, too. It's not a short-term like a
Well,
gig.
that's what I was going to talk to you about because this was going to be your last podcast. So, James, can you escort him out of my house? Thanks. No. So
It doesn't feel so good, does it?
No, but James, like on your stuff, like you're a comic, you've been doing stand-up for about a year and a half. So do you get the value in being here and have you learned more or you just sleep the whole time?
Pauly, I just dozed off. What are we talking about, Pauly?
So anyways, yeah, so yeah, I like to help out younger people, kind of pay it forward. But another thing that I wanted to possibly get into is culinary. I wanted to maybe start going to culinary school and actually learning how to cook. I've been cooking my whole life, but actually like learned to cook real good because I think maybe if I can learn to cook really good. That might be a really good thing for me. What do you think?
Women love a man that can cook. That's the weight of our heart also.
Yeah, so I can cook. I can learn how to cook and stuff like that. But as far as one step into retiring, I don't know if I'll ever retire. My parents, they never retired. My mom, she worked till the end. My dad worked till he was, he couldn't work anymore. So maybe it's just one of those things that it's okay to talk about. But also another thing is like, my interests have changed. When you get older, your interests kind of just change. I don't know about you people, but it doesn't mean as much to me to stay out. Like I kind of like outweigh like going out versus kind of staying in. And I think that's kind of called cruise control. I just want to chill. I don't want to go out, because when you're younger, you want to go out and you want to be da-da-da-da. Is this rant finished yet?
Nope, you got 1 minute left.
Well, I think it's fucking done. I think I can't rant. This is why I need another guest.
Oh, man. All right.
All right.
You did really good, Pauly.
Was that okay? How do we do?
I really love the mentorship idea. I think you should really follow through with that.
Yeah, I'm excited for the culinary drive you have going on.
I'm not giving you a colonoscopy. I said culinary.
Oh, man. Culinary skills you want to learn. I can teach you sushi if you want to.
Oh, James, how did we do?
Learn.
Oh, he's sleeping. And on that note, it's time for what?
Rant number 3, dude.
Okay. The main thing is you're alive, I'm alive, God gave us another day to be alive. Jess, come up and say hi to them. They want to see you. Come up and say hi to them. All right, guys. Thanks, guys. All right, cut the music, cut the music. What's the next rant?
Rant number 3 is your podcast in LA, Pauly. You got this.
All right, here we go.
Whoop, whoop.
All right. 7 minutes. All right, so guys, this is going to be the last podcast I'm going to do for a while in Las Vegas. I'm going back home to my home, my city in Los Angeles, and I'm doing some business out there. We're still promoting the Comedy Store documentary. It's a 5-part series about my mom, the Comedy Store, and the comedians. And here's a picture of my mom. No one's seen this before. If you're fascinated with my mom, people seem to be fascinated with her. This is my mom, Mitzi Shore. This is when she was walking her dog, Cali. That's my dog, Cali. So there she is. And this was my mom's dog right here. And I have it because this was her favorite dog. She loved that dog. Anyways, so I'll be at the All Things Comedy Network, All Things Comedy Studio in Los Angeles, because are you guys familiar, or you guys even know that this podcast is hosted by All Things Comedy? Jess?
I had no idea.
Do you know what All Things Comedy is?
Nope.
Do you know who Bill Burr is?
Nope.
So Bill Burr is probably one of the biggest, most popular comedians as we speak. He was on The Chappelle Show many years ago. He's got his own podcast called Monday Mornings?
Oh, I listened to that podcast. It's great.
Yeah, he's on that. He's built this beautiful network, and he's a great man. He's got two kids now, and I'm excited to sit down with him. So he's going to be one of my guests. Give it up for Bill. Thank you for doing my podcast next week. I'm also going to sit down with Jeff Ross. Are you guys familiar with Jeff Ross? Hilarious.
Roast, the king of roast.
Very close with Dave Chappelle. old friend of mine. But yeah, like James said, he's the roast master. So if you've watched Comedy Central roasts, you'll notice that Jeff Ross is the host. So Jeff's going to be sitting down with us doing that. We'll also be with Mike Binder. A lot of people definitely don't know who Mike Binder is because he's not a household name. But hopefully through his directing and producing of the new Comedy Store miniseries, you guys will get familiar with him. Mike Binder did a fantastic job, and I think he's probably one of the only guys that could have pulled this documentary off the way he did. I know he gave his heart and his soul to the Comedy Store and to the comedians. The documentary's got David Letterman in it. It's got Jay Leno in it. It's got all these great comics in it. And Mike used to babysit me when I was a kid, and we'll get into that stuff later with Mike. And Mike Binder's going to be joining us on the podcast right there. So he'll be there with me, again, filming at the All Thing Comedy Studio. We're going to bank a whole bunch of them when I get to LA. Also, there's another female comedian, Annie Lieberman, who's a young female comedian who's actually also featured in the Comedy Store documentary, who is on Joe Rogan's podcast a lot. Joe Rogan kind of knighted her and brought her into his fold, and she's now slowly starting to take off. If you think of the most popular female comedians now, you got Whitney Cummings, you got Eliza Schlesinger, and Natasha Leggero, and this girl Annie is kind of like, I'd have to say she's kind of next. Are you guys familiar with Annie or no?
I'm not.
No?
No.
Yeah, so hopefully people get more familiar. So Annie is sitting down with us. Let's give it up to her. And I'll be going there. I'm excited to go to LA. I'm also promoting.
Pauly, we're going to miss you, just so you know. Vegas will miss you.
Thank you. But you know what? Absence makes what?
The heart grow fonder.
Yeah, so then when I come back, we're going to have a gangbang orgy.
Whoop, whoop.
What do you think?
Me in and
Ooh.
Yeah, Jess?
Where's
no?
James at?
Maybe?
Where's James at?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What did she say?
Where's James at?
He's right there. There you go. This is good. Hey, you know what? The house is big. You guys can go off to your own rooms and do your thing. Sauna. Yeah, the sauna. So I'm also going back to my old alma mater at MTV, and I'm doing this show. I think it's called The Ridiculousness. With Rob.
Big fan, huge fan.
Rob Deirdre, right?
Diedrich.
Something like that. Diedrich. A lot of people know him from Rob and Big, right?
I think James looks like Big.
So
James is sleeping. So I'm going to go do that. The show is a clip show, so it's basically me. I guess there's a host, a sidekick, and then there's a female girl.
Chanel West Coast.
I'm excited about seeing her. She gets paid a lot of money just to kind of smile and chill, huh?
I'm waiting for that payday to come.
This is good. Yeah, so if you guys just keep smiling and chilling, and then all of a sudden you guys are going to get a lot of cash, it's going to come down. But we got to get some ratings. How are we going to get more ratings on this show?
Can I get some sponsorships? I mean, I have a really good billboard across my boobs.
That's true. What kind of
space is for rent right here? If you want to put your company, I will wear it. Make it a
What would be a
top.
company, like a big mountain company? Mountains?
Hey, for sure. Let's do it.
Mountains for us, right?
Yes.
It's called Mountains Where the Hearts Grow Stronger.
Let's start the brand now.
Right. So I'll be out there
Pending.
doing that. And I'll also be staying at Jason's house in Venice Beach. Jason, our friend, Jason Strauss. So I'm going to go out and stay in Venice, which should be pretty cool. I haven't spent a lot of time in Venice, but I haven't been home in a while. So I'm usually more the Hollywood guy, more the guy in Silver Lake, Los Feliz. But this time around, I'll be staying in Venice. So I want to thank Jason for letting me crash at his house. And I'm excited to go to LA, and it should be kind of interesting. And that's about it. I don't know what else we have to say. I think we should say, are we finished?
Pauly, I have an idea.
What?
I think we should get a net for right above here, and then money just falls down.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
We can make it rain on the girls.
I know what we could do. We can get those guys that paid for Quira and the strippers. Let's play some song. Here we go. Anyways, well, we got through through that barely. How did I do, guys? I mean, it was kind of tough, but touch and go, right? Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I really liked it.
I don't know. I think the reason why I didn't have a lot to rant about is because maybe my heart and my mind and my soul is in Los Angeles right now, because I'm going back, and I came out here about 4 months ago. I didn't buy this house, so I don't know where I'll be in a year from now. But right now, I'm here, you guys are here, they're here, and this is what life is. You can't take any of this shit for granted, because one day, car crash, cancer, fucking plane crash, fucking corona, anything can fucking happen. I know, you're knocking on wood, right? That's what because you might not make it to Maui, Jess. You don't fucking know. Well, that's your dream, but you don't know what God wants. You don't know.
I trust in the universe to put me where it is that I belong.
I think James is gonna put his head on your pillows. That's where the universe is.
And maybe that's what the universe wants.
Yes. I want to live in that universe, Pauly.
Bok Choy?
Yeah, I'd like to join as well. I'll be
He's
the
not
third
invited.
wheel.
You're not invited.
Aw, man, I'll
Why?
be the third wheel.
Well, actually, he is, because he's a really good cook.
You know what when we were, it's interesting because when we were in Dallas, we shared a room. So he stayed in my room. Yeah, and what happened was he came out of the shower with no clothes on, and it looked like he just had a pussy. You know what I mean? And then what he did is he started watching his porno, and then all of a sudden the little nub started to come through the bushes. It was almost like a Vietnamese soldier sneaking through. Yeah, it was like just sneaking through. So I didn't know. Well, no, I didn't. Maybe he was a lady boy or a girl. Like, I didn't know you had a penis, bro.
I do, man. It might not be that big, but I got my mouth on his backup.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Anyways, so thank you guys for sitting in with this fucking disaster. LA, I'll see you, Bill Burr, Mike Binder, Jeff Ross, Annie. I'll see you guys soon. And you guys, thank you for being here. I'll see you guys. We'll pick this back up November. And thank you guys, Sal, Ben. And I'll see you next time. You want to plug your guys' stuff? Here we go. Tell people where you can find you.
You can find me on Instagram under Got Mike Tran.
You can find me also on Instagram at Cholesterol Poppy.
You can find me at DJ Quira on all platforms.
You can find me at Jesse Preston X.
Cool. And I'm at Pauly Shore. Also, check me out at Wise Guys in Utah, and then the Miami Improv in December. I'll be touring, doing some dates, and then we'll be wrapping it up. We'll see you guys next time on Pauly Shore's Random Rants. Thank you, respect. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.
Bye.